Jai Gurudev, and thank you for joining us today again. Today we have with us an art of living expert and an officer of the Vedic Dhamma Sansthan. Today we'll be discussing about the chapter 35 from the Sunder Kanda. It's about Hanuman's tail set aflame and demons warp and wrap his tail in cloth. So, art of living expert, what is this symbolic meaning behind demons wrapping Hanuman's tail in cloth and setting it on fire? Jagadev, yes, this act is symbolic of ego trying to punish purity. Hanuman's tail represents his dynamic service or seva and surrender. The demons wrapping it in cloth signifies how negativity tries to bind divine energy. Fire represents transformation. His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji says, nothing can destroy purity. Fire only makes gold shine brighter. Similarly, Hanuman's tail becomes an instrument of divine justice through Sudarshan Priya and Seva. We learn how to remain unshaken even when the world tries to burn us with insult, anger, or ignorance. Hanuman becomes a torch of awakening, not a victim of punishment. Can you explain the Vedic context of lighting the tail and how Anjaneya Homam relates to this act? Lighting Hanuman's tail was Ravana's insult, but fire is sacred in Vedic rituals. Anjaneya Homam invokes Hanumana as the destroyer of negativity and protector of dharma. Ironically, Ravana unknowingly initiated a form of Agni Sadhana upon Hanumana. As Gurudev often reminds us, what is done with malice gets transformed into tapas or austerity in the hands of the devoted. Through Anjaneya Homam, we symbolically burn away our inner enemies like anger, fear, and ego. Just as Hanuman burns Lanka with divine clarity, not revenge, it's an inner yagya. How do practices like Hanuman Chalisa help us internalize Hanuman's resilience in this moment? Yes, Hanuman Chalisa holds a vibrational energy of devotion and courage. When we chant Bhut Pisach Nikat Nahi Aave, it reaffirms that no negativity can touch us when we invoke Hanuman. His tail being set ablaze didn't cause pain but ignited divine justice. Through chanting Hanuman Chalisa daily, we develop emotional resilience, calmness under pressure, and a sense of sacred humor in adversity, hallmarks of Hanuman's character. Gurudev teaches that faith brings strength, fear weakens, the Chalisa awakens Hanuman's quality within us, courage, clarity, and compassion. What rituals are traditionally recommended when reading or contemplating this chapter? When contemplating this chapter, it's auspicious to perform Deepadana or offering of lamps and recitation of Sunder Kand aloud. One can light a ghee lamp symbolizing Hanuman's fairy tale, burning through ignorance. Anjani Homam and Vayu Stuti are often performed during Navami or Tuesdays to honor Hanuman's valor. Chanting the 108 names of Hanuman while rotating a lamp spiritually mirrors his circling of Lanka. These acts increase inner light, as Gurudev says. Rituals are outer expressions of inner transformation. They connect us to Hanuman's unwavering devotion and fearless service. How can Sudarshan Kriya help someone undergoing humiliation or unjust punishment like Hanumana faced? Hanuman faced humiliation, yet he remained centered. Sudarshan Kriya helps us access the deep inner silence and clarity. When breath flows rhythmically, emotions settle, and we tap into an unshakable joy, independent of external validation. People today suffer from rejection, criticism, or bullying. Hanuman teaches us to transform adversity into action, not reaction. Gurudev says, breathe through the storm. Sudarshan Kriya makes the breath our ally. So no situation can burn us from within. Just as Hanuman danced with fire, we too can walk through life's fire with praise. How do ancient Vedic interpretations see Hanuman's burning tail episode in the context of Dharma? In Vedic wisdom, Agni is both a purifier and a messenger of transformation. Hanumana, being a brahmachari and servant of Dharma, used the fire not for vengeance but to awaken Lanka's conscience. It was not arson, it was Agni Tapasya. He didn't burn homes but illusions. Dharma means rising above personal insult for a greater good. This is why we invoke Hanumana before yajnas to remind us that true transformation requires selflessness. Through Gayatri Chapa and Sandhya Vandanam, we align our inner fire with Hanuman's fire of Dharma. What does His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Jesus' wisdom say about such seemingly violent actions by divine beings? Gurudev often says, a lion's roar isn't anger, it's power. Hanuman's act wasn't rooted in violence but in restoring cosmic order. When love is attacked, sometimes power must roar not to destroy but to awaken. Gurudev's wisdom teaches that violence arises from fear, while Hanuman's actions came from clarity and detachment. Similarly, when we act with purity of intent, even our strongest decisions are infused with compassion. Practices like Shakti Kriya and Padma Sadhana allow us to stay connected to that subtle inner power, like Hanumana amidst flames. What is the significance of Hanumana not being harmed by fire? Is it metaphorical? Yes, it's both literal and symbolic. Vedic texts often speak of those so pure that even Agni cannot consume them. Hanuman's brahmacharya, tapas, and divine seva made him immune. Metaphorically, it means that no worldly insult or attack can touch one who is established in truth. Like how sannyasis walk through heat, cold, and disrespect unshaken, Hanumana becomes a personification of yogic detachment. This invincibility is cultivated through Upanayanam, Sandhya Vandanam, and Agni Karyam, and daily Gayatri chanting, which purify our subtle body like fire purified gold. How can modern seekers apply this teaching in corporate life, relationships, or stressful situations? When colleagues or family attempt to burn our tail through blame, jealousy, or false accusations, we can respond like Hanumana, not with ego but calm action aligned with Dharma. Daily Sudarshan Kriya combined with Seva and Satsang creates the emotional bandwidth. To stay centered, Gurudev advises don't react, respond from a bigger space. Hanumana didn't shrink, he expanded. Let life's as fire refine, not define you. Let Hanuman Chalisa and daily sadhana make you strong and smiling amidst flames. Any concluding ritual or sadhana you recommend for this chapter is contemplation. Yes, on Tuesdays or Hanuman Jayanti, perform Hanuman Abhishekam followed by chanting Sunder Kand Chapter 52, light 11 lamps and offer red flowers with the mantra Om Anjanaya Namaha 108 times. Sit in silence, pause chanting, and reflect on how your own tale, your identity, ego achievements can be surrendered to divine fire. Let it light the world, not your pride. Combine this with art of living satsangs or a blessings course to anchor Hanuman's energy in your life. Jai Gurudev.